as a little bit of a background, how did you get into this field as like a historian of the occult and magic and things like that? Because like mind over magic, kind of you get into like more of the psychological aspects of it. Um, do you think that there's anything to magic in terms of ritual magic, or where do you stand on that?
All right. Well, starting with the first part, how I got into this as a historian, I guess I came into this originally as someone who, from a very young age, was very interested in all this stuff. I just grew up at a time where this was just it was in the air every place. There were magazines and books and TV programs and movies, game shows, and everything centered around this idea of what could broadly be called the occult or metaphysics, UFOs, Bigfoot, ESP, magic, the unexplained, everything. And so I've always had that kind of interest, and later came specifically into contact with like the Golden Dawn, which was a British like initiatory, mystical society, which then led to Aleister Crowley. And one day while I was traveling, I came across a new biography of Aleister Crowley that came out, and it was just terrible. And at this point, I had been studying for about 10 years, his works and other related things, and I just thought, man, this is so bad. I could do better a job than this. And so there's a little voice in the back of my head said, "Why don't you?" And